How does an Oscar winner end up saying he has no home while quietly returning to television at the same time? That's the question swirling around Kevin Spacey right now, and the answer is more complicated than anyone expected. At one point, Kevin Spacey wasn't just successful. He was untouchable. Awards, prestige, power. When House of Cards debuted, Spacey became the face of Netflix's entire original programming strategy. He wasn't just starring in the show, he was the show. Hollywood treated him like royalty. Until almost overnight, it all vanished. And that was only the beginning. Back in 2017, accusations surfaced that completely changed how the industry viewed him. Projects were canceled. Netflix cut ties instantly. His character was written out, his scenes erased, and a career that took decades to build collapsed in weeks. Hollywood didn't wait for courtrooms or verdicts. The judgment came fast, and it came publicly. But here's the part many people forget. Kevin Spacey never fully disappeared. After the headlines faded, reports claim he continued working quietly. Smaller films, international productions, projects without major studio backing. One of them, Hologuards, he even directed himself, yet it still hasn't been picked up by a major distributor. It was a pattern that kept repeating. The work existed, but the spotlight didn't. The doors in Hollywood stayed shut, while cracks opened elsewhere. And what happened next made things even more complicated. In 2022, Spacey was cleared of sexual abuse charges in New York. A year later, in London, a jury also cleared him of sexual assault claims. For many actors, that kind of legal outcome would signal a comeback, a second act, a redemption tour. But for Spacey, the silence remained. No major U.S. studio rushed to welcome him back. No prestige series announcement. No apology tour accepted by the mainstream. Instead, more reports followed, this time that he may face civil claims from multiple men in the UK, with a court date reportedly set for 2026. He has denied wrongdoing, but the cloud never fully lifted. And then, quietly, something unexpected happened. Kevin Spacey landed a television role again. Not in Hollywood. Not on Netflix. But in Italy. The project is a comedy series called Mini Market, produced by state broadcaster RAI. Spacey plays himself, but not in the way people expected. In the show, he appears as an imaginary mentor, an artistic conscience, guiding a convenience store worker who dreams of stardom. According to reports, the series leans into irony, following someone who doesn't even realize he has an Oscar winner by his side. It's symbolic in a way that's hard to ignore. A fallen star, playing the voice inside someone else's head. A mentor role, not the lead. A comeback that's real, but carefully contained. The show drops on RaiPlay on December 26, marking his first apparent television appearance since being removed from House of Cards 8 years ago. But just as headlines about his return started spreading, Spacey said something else that reignited controversy all over again. In a recent interview, he claimed he has no home. He explained that he's been living in hotels and Airbnbs, traveling wherever work takes him. No permanent base. No place to settle. And those 3 words, no home, set the internet on fire. Critics accused him of exaggeration, of playing the victim, of being tone-deaf in a world where real homelessness is a crisis. Social media exploded with backlash, and the narrative spiraled fast. Then Spacey responded. In an Instagram video, he clarified that he wasn't homeless in the colloquial sense. He said he wasn't living on the streets, in a car, or in extreme financial distress. He expressed sympathy for people who are. And he criticized the publication for how his words were framed, claiming the context was lost. But by then, the damage or the discussion was already done. Some viewers felt sympathy. They saw a man once worth millions, now drifting between temporary spaces, following scraps of work wherever they appear. Others saw something else entirely, a privileged actor reframing inconvenience as hardship. And that divide says everything about Kevin Spacey's position today. Legally, he's been cleared in multiple cases. Professionally, he's still radioactive in Hollywood. Culturally, he exists in limbo, too controversial to fully return, too famous to disappear. Europe seems willing to work with him. America, not so much. So, what does this Italian TV role really mean? Is it a soft launch back into the industry? A test to see if audiences have moved on? Or is it the final form of his career? Smaller stages, quieter releases, and roles that acknowledge his past without confronting it directly? Fans online are speculating that this might be Spacey's way of rebuilding from the outside in. Others believe it's as far as he'll ever get. A comeback in name only. And that leaves one uncomfortable question hanging in the air. In Hollywood, is being cleared enough? Or once the industry turns its back, is there no way home? No matter what the courts decide? Because Kevin Spacey may be back on television, but whether he ever truly comes back is still very much up for debate.
So, what do you think?
Is this the beginning of a redemption arc, or just a quiet footnote in a career that already peaked? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe for more stories Hollywood doesn't know how to finish.